Hey guys, well, what's been going on now with my love is that obviously cancer has come back, um, and it came back in an aggressive nature. Her particular kind of cancer is an estrogen-based cancer, so in turn, what that means is that her body, the production of estrogen, is what's feeding her cancer. And I was hoping and praying, that City of Hope would, maybe think outside of the box or do something in an extent of different protocol compared to what everybody else has been doing, which was basically furthest from the truth. When we went yesterday, mind you, she had another laminectomy fusion surgery on her back, tumor removal. Surgery went well. It's her second time, so it's not the same as it was the first, and the healing process is not as easy as it was the first time for her, and you can tell. And it's her third cancer. Her body is has been beat up. So, in turn, with her particular kind of cancer, which is HER2/neu, there's only one thing that they have said that's proven to not so much cure the disease, but deter the disease, suppress the disease, put people in remission. Okay, how they state it. It's called Herceptin. It's supposed to be some sort of smart drug where it's supposed to target HER2/neu cells and that have ears, and it attaches themselves and in turn stops that from the production of estrogen in the body. Um, but it also, in turn, which I've proven now, that it has another thing that blocks ERB2, which controls your heart and lung functions. Okay, long-term use, the pumping action of your heart gives out. There's a lot of things that apply that were not disclosed early on. Okay, now this is fucking bullshit now, okay? Because this is the only thing that they've been given, and they've been giving it to, one in five women um, get this particular kind of cancer, okay? Um, one in three, it works for, okay? No, okay, now you have to look at it in a bigger spectrum now, okay? That's given off of what they based their study off of, which was half fucking truths now. Okay, it's 1 in 25 women. Okay, their life expectancy, they say it's an extender of life, 5 years, but the majority of their studies were, like I said, half-ass based, so there's no definitive proof. It's all bullshit. Um, it just puts you in the ground quicker, man. And usually, when people do succumb to whatever happens, it's usually when they're out of their care, and it's always because of damage to the body. Okay, Herceptin damages heart and lung functions, but it damages the actual organs themselves as well. Breathing problems, radiocarpathy. I mean, there's a lot of shit that comes with it that they don't disclose. And they say the side effects were minimal. Why? Her first time on, she felt tired, fatigued. She did have some joint pain and stuff like that. She didn't really get sick on it. She didn't lose her hair on it. That kind of stuff. So, you know, in turn we thought, yeah. But then afterwards, she started having those. They kind of phrase it as arrhythmia or even palpitations. Okay, her heart started beating differently. Okay, now that's something that they've been monitoring through this whole deal. Never had a heart problem before. Okay, so something that they introduced, and after me doing my work, find out that this is, and everything else that was given to her has basically been fucking poison. They say it's supposed to help. That's where cause and effect comes in big time. They say it's supposed to help this, but in turn it causes to, damage that. Well, so we're back to the drawing board now. You know, she had no care for almost 4 months. The only thing that was basically, stopping the progression of this cancer was cannabis oil. Everybody's always asking, for their proofs that this is real and it's not some bullshit. It's not. Well, she's your proof. She had no care, and she has HER2/neu positive breast cancer metastasized in the bone. Okay, 4 months, nothing else stopping the progression of the disease. It was already there. It should have gotten bigger. It should have fucking spread into her bone, penetrated through. I mean, it should have been everywhere, if not in her brain. I mean, my gosh, it should have been more than where it was, and it just did not grow. It grew because of the burst, and what I mean by the burst is that she's premenopausal. Okay, the things that were introduced in the past created that in her body now. Okay, so with oil and her being at a kind of like at a lull state when it comes to her estrogen production, um, it was a win-win situation. Able to keep her, cancer in the sense of, suppressed for 69 weeks. But as soon as it fucking started, man, it was like gasoline onto a fire. Boom. You know what I mean? And it just started to grow. Boom, boom. It started to grow. It started to grow. It started to grow. Um, Oil is the only reason why this woman's still alive. It kept it at bay. It didn't stop the functions of estrogen being produced. It doesn't do that. It heals cells. It heals. It tries to quarantine, and that's what it was doing. It was quarantining the tumor in the sense of where it had nowhere else to go. Okay, so now tumor's removed. We get back on the oil again, and we try to get it out of her blood and get her back to a positive state. But now it's on to trying to find a way to lower estrogen production in her body. Um, Trying to find a way to put this woman into menopause, basically, if I could. I don't know, man. I'm scared all over again. Trying to find something that, it's like, fuck.